Howdy everybody, Chris here. We're back in the garage, and today I'm going to share with you how to spot blend an area on a bumper cover. So we don't want to paint this whole bumper cover. It really needs it, but the customer doesn't want to paint it. We're doing some work on that Cadillac right there. This is the bumper for it. We're doing the roof, the hood, the fenders. The bumper looks okay, but it's just got a little delamination here in the center. So we're just going to blend a little color in here and blend a little clear. And I think this is a good opportunity for me to show you how to do that, so you don't have to paint an entire bumper. Now, it works best on like bumpers or inconspicuous areas. You don't really want to do something like this in the middle of a door or a quarter panel. You want to make sure you clear that whole panel if you're going to repair a door or a quarter panel like that. Lower part of a bumper, it's really not going to be that noticeable, okay? But there is a little bit of a process to go through to get this so it looks really good. Now, anytime you're blending clear, I'm of the belief eventually that blend is going to fail down the road, but you could say that about any clear coat in general. But eventually you're going to be able to see where the blend was. That just all depends on the situation. If you're blending an upper surface like a roof or something like that, you're going to see it right away because the sun's beating down on it. But lower part of a bumper like this, it may last a really long time without you even being able to notice it was painted. So we've got some delamination here. We're just going to sand this smooth with a little bit of 600. I've already hit it with 320, but we're going to go over it with 600, smooth it all out. I'm not even going to put any primer on this, I don't think. This is just, like I said, a freebie just to clean it up. So we'll tape off these two components here, this grill and this lower valance. I'll mask that off. We'll do a little bit of sanding on this, and then we'll move on to the next step. I just got some 1.5 inch tape right here. And I won't have to remask this. I'll just mask it up once and we'll be good. We're going to go out a little ways, like about to this corner. I don't know if we'll take the clear all the way there, but we're going to mask out to here anyway. We'll run paper over the rest of this, but let's sand this out with a little 600. I've got my 600 grit scuff pad right here. This is a soft foam scuff pad. I just want to smooth out some of these imperfections here. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect. It's got a lot of little stone chips and stuff. And this is a tri-stage color. I'm going to go out a little ways, so I'll probably put color out to here, blend the pearl out to about here, and then the clear coat just past that. A couple little gouges in that bumper there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's wipe it down. Some isopropyl alcohol. Spray a little on here. All right, we'll let that dry. 560Q is the paint code. This is the pearl, and then this is the base color. We're going to use very low air pressure. This is a fine scuff pad. It's like a 1,000 grit scratch or 1,500. And we're just going to go out to the edge of this. This can easily be buffed out, these scratches from this scuff pad. So even if we don't clear out to here, we can easily buff this out when we're done. Just going to wipe this down with this alcohol. Get rid of the dust. Grab our Porpoise MPH 338. This is a touch-up gun by Porpoise. There, that's better. Okay, now So we're just going to blow color in right to here. It's just the ground coat. So we'll cover just to about here and here, just to get everything covered, and then we'll come back with the mid coat and stretch it out just a little bit further, and then we'll go with the clear coat a little bit further than that. All right, let that sit up just a little bit, and then we'll put another coat on there. It's still a little transparent. All right, let me put one more coat on it. Just got to make sure everything's covered. You can kind of see a little line there. So just make sure the damage is covered. You don't have any transparent areas before you move on to the next step. That's good, that's covered. Let's take a look at it from here. Yeah, all right, everything looks covered. Let's mix up some pearl. So now we're just going right here where we ended the color. So we're just gonna go past that a little bit. One good coat on. I think one's all we need. I'm gonna do two just to test it because I want to see what it's gonna look like for the rest of it. We'll just dust coat right there. Dust coat right at the edge. Let that flash off. We'll do one more coat and then we'll be ready for some clear. Let me review what we went over here today. If you want to spot in your bumper or repair just a simple spot on your vehicle, you want to sand out the scratches. You can do that with 320 or 600 grit sandpaper. The finer the better. So if you can get away with repairing it with 600, that's good. But if you need a little bit more aggressive sandpaper, use the 320 and then go over it with 600. Now, you may want to apply some primer. In this case, we did not apply any primer, okay? We just sanded it out, made it smooth. Then what we did is we scuffed out past the repair area with 600 grit sandpaper, and then we sanded out past that with a gray scuff pad, which is like a 1500, 1000 grit on both sides. We applied our base color or our ground coat over the repair area, and then when we did our pearl, we went past that repair area with the pearl. We did one coat of pearl. We're going to put our second coat on, and then we're going to apply some clear coat. All right, that's it. Pearl's on there. Let's switch over to clear coat. So our clear coat's 4-to-1. It's FC 710, which is a spot panel clear. Now, once we apply our clear coat, 2 coats, we're going to use something called a blender. So on the outside edge, where we end our clear coat, we're not going to go past where we scuffed. Now remember, we scuffed to about here. So we're going to end our clear right in here. We're going to spray it with our U-Pole Blend number 9. This is basically reducer in a can, and what it's going to help do is blend in that new clear with the old clear. Okay, I'm going to start out where we're going to end our blend. We may just do one here. I think we're just going to do one. And then we'll spray this over the blend area, over the edge of our clear coat, right? All right, we'll let that sit and dry, and then I'll show you what it looks like after we unmask it. Good little gun right here. This Porpoise MPH 338. Nice little touch-up gun. I'll leave a link in the description if you're looking for a touch-up gun. I really don't usually use touch-up guns that often, but if you're painting small parts, you might like it. The other gun I like to use for touch-up sometimes, and it can be used as a full-size gun as well, and I've got a review coming up on it if it hasn't already come out, is this gun right here, PRD 510, with the 1.0 tip. This one has the 1.3, but it's the same gun with the 1.0 tip. And man, that gun sprays fantastic. Right there's the blend, just a light polish. Still has a little chip, but it looks 100% better than it did. So if you want to clean up your front bumper, this is a little bit more extensive process because it's a tri-stage finish. You can easily do this at home. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, be sure to leave me a comment down below and like this video. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. We got a bunch of different videos that are going to help you with your repair or restoration project. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Garage Noise.